Great work.
Good, saved us. Could have been Demi's there.
Mate, Jesus. I seen my peripherals. Well done, mate, though.
You did it or you did it?
I think you did.
Just don't know.
Stay tight.
Good work, Sarah.
Craig, what do you make of that performance?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good performance, actually. I thought I was a little bit disappointed the way we started. I thought we started a little bit scrappy, I suppose, or not quite where we would have liked to have been. But after that, I thought we were really good. You know, I thought our completions in the first half were really good. They fell away a little bit in the second half, but I thought we'd done a great job defensively. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to get a gauge on where you're at this time of the season. But I really like what I saw. What I've seen of Leeds, from last year, but also this year, they're a side that never really beats themselves. That they don't go away, and so I thought we hung in really good defensively, and as I said, our ball control in the first half really helped. I thought we sort of blew a bit of steam out of them, in that first half, and they probably struggled a little bit in the second half with the footy, and but as I said, I couldn't be too critical of our players in any part of the game. I thought it was a really good performance.
How's Billy?
Yeah, he's okay, I think. They just sort of think it's a little bit of a jarring of the shoulder, but again, there was more precaution than anything else. The doc thought that would be the best way to go. So so I just think doesn't seem to be too much alarm bells in the dressing room at the moment. So hopefully that's the case.
So you think if you're right for the first round, like it's just a precaution at this stage?
Yeah, it is at this stage. So again, I'm not even quite sure whether the doc's going to scan him or whatever, but he done it there when the ball went in the in goal, and you basically had to reach and stretch to get out, and I think that's where he hurt it. And I think the only thing is it's just like a jarring of the shoulder. So hopefully that's the case.
What did you make of Brady's performance?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. I think we expected that of him, to be quite honest. We know he's a talented young fella, and we don't expect him to be a Cooper Cronk. We just expect him to be do a real good job, Brady Croft style. So I thought he had a really good start to the game defensively, and I reckon that, and then he built his game on that, to be quite honest. Again, it's a real promising. It's not a start. He's played first grade before, but it's a very promising start as our starting halfback. So so I thought he done a tremendous job, and but as I said, he got a lot of help from his teammates, and hopefully we'll continue to do that.
He seems to show a lot of composure around there. It doesn't seem to get right on his knees. Or is that the case? Maybe
Yeah, I thought he was very good tonight. I think, given this is the biggest game that he's played in. He's played a few NRL matches, but this is a big occasion for him, and he handled it well. So I think the challenge for him now is just to be able to produce that every week. Once the season starts, it's quite a gruelling season. He's only a young fella, so but what he showed tonight is, as Craig said, it is promising. He's had a long preparation for this game. He started training back in early November, so he's done all the hard work that he needs to do to play well this year. He just needs to go out in that field and make it happen every week.
How did you feel out there after such a short preparation?
I felt really good. There was times on the field I was sort of thinking, I don't know why I feel as good as I do at the moment. I was more so expecting to be a little bit fatigued around the 30-minute mark, sort of heading into half-time, but I think maybe because the team did a great job of holding onto the football in the first 40 minutes, that helped a little bit, but you know, as Craig mentioned during the week, I've been doing this for a long time now, and I knew that I needed to be prepared well for this season, given how far last year went with the World Cup. But I felt really good. Felt really good, ready to go.
Do you feel mentally ready, I guess, for another campaign that started physically?
The first day I turned up at training, it felt like I only had a week off. It felt like it was just 2 seasons rolled into one. But yeah, look, I had a really good break. Craig gave me 8 weeks from the World Cup final. So yeah, they give me an opportunity just to get away and not even think about footy for those 8 weeks. And yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm really excited about being back playing. You know, there's a big challenge for our club this year. You know, it's exciting players coming through, younger players, playing in some pretty key positions for us. But you know, we got a big challenge this year to try and play as well as we did last year, if not better, and try and go deep into those finals again.
It surprised you how well you clicked tonight. It seemed like you've been playing, the whole team's been playing together for 6 months or so.
Yeah, we've been training together for about 2.5 weeks, really. That's the reality of it. But in that time that I've been back, I was the last player back. We've put a lot of time into our teamwork. So yeah, like a lot of things worked for us tonight. There was still some things that we looked a little bit rusty, you know, like a couple of times, a couple of occasions where I threw passes and it hit the ground, and you know, we sort of stopped and we didn't really sort of know what we were doing. But again, that's the first 80 minutes that team's played, and including those moments where we looked a bit scratchy, you know, to be able to put 38 points on Leeds Rhinos, it's pretty impressive. So a really pleasing way to start the year. You know, we're not thinking after that result that, you know, things are just going to happen for us, but it's a really positive way to start our season.
Big Nelson, I guess he's put up some big performances in some of these big games. That's like a bit of confidence in his development, I guess. Yeah,
absolutely. He the last sort of week and a half, I reckon, he's been very impressive at training. And today he was he looked very keen to get out there and play well. He was well prepared for this match, and I think maybe after last year and including the World Cup, you know, I think we didn't actually play New Zealand, but we've seen a couple of their performances. He was possibly their best player in that tournament. I think he may have realised just what he can do on the footy field, his capabilities. He's a big, powerful man, and you know, I think he's still got a lot of improvement left in him, which is frightening in some aspects, you know. So I'm hoping that, we're hoping that, you know, after a strong performance tonight, he takes a lot more confidence from that and takes it into the season proper.
Guys, make a little statement before I go. Or I don't know, a statement or just stating some facts. I was really proud coach tonight. Two of our players here that have done something I don't think anyone has ever done in our game before, and I don't think they'll probably ever do again. You know, Cameron and Billy. At the moment, they're at a club that's won the minor premiership, a premiership, and now World Club Challenge. Won the State of Origin for their state. Well, you know, played in the winning side that you know, won the State of Origin. Played in a winning side that won a World Cup. So as far as team goes, I don't think any player would have ever done that before. Obviously, it's hard with the World Cup when it's only once every 4 years. But to hold all those titles in the 1 year, but also individually for these two guys to actually hold on to the big individual awards, Dally M, Clyde Churchill Medal and the Golden Boot, they hold between them. That's quite remarkable. And sometimes I think that they don't get probably the accolades they deserve, sometimes because they're probably in Melbourne and not so much in NRL heartland. But I think just with those, I know how good they are, and I know how highly I and this club holds these two players. But to what they did tonight, and to have that sort of record, is quite unbelievable. Especially where they're, basically grandpas now, as far as NRL goes. So to do that at 34 years of age, I think is tremendous. And like I say, I'm a really proud coach of these guys tonight, and it's been a real honour for me to be involved with them. And hopefully we can go on to, and as Cameron said, have a good year and go deep in the finals again. But as I said, sometimes I don't think they get the accolades they deserve. And when you look back at what they've done tonight, when you line it up with what we've done or what they've done the last 6 months, 12 months, it is quite remarkable. And I don't think anyone or any two players will ever, do that again. And it would have been nice. I know it's impossible, but it would have been nice if Cooper was here tonight. But that wasn't the case. But these two guys, just with what they're holding at the moment, team-wise, but also those individual awards, that is remarkable. I just want to give them a little rap. I know they won't get swelled heads because they're too old to get swelled heads. So, I just think it is a remarkable achievement from both of them. So, there's a little rap for you.
Thanks,
That's
Bellyache.
it.
Thank you.